As a working artist, I always collect my inspiration for my work out in the field on long walks, and Upper Nidderdale is very close to my heart, so it's somewhere that I know really well. I'd never actually been up to the source of the Nid before, and I just thought it would be really interesting to go and actually find that little drip as it's coming out of the side of the hill.
I wanted to do something figurative with figurative sculpture, and I wanted to try something different. So one of the ideas was to try and incorporate the architectural elements from the ruins of Fountains Abbey into the kind of drapery of the habit of the monk. I found that Nidderdale marble was quarried just up the dale that was used extensively at Fountains Abbey. So I actually got some of this stone and worked a little bit of it, but that gave me a great link to the Abbey itself and Nidderdale.
I've been drawing and painting wildflowers since I was really small. I'd been up to the meadows in Swaledale and quite a few on Grassington, and I had to search in Nidderdale to see where I could actually find them. I spent most of my time in the meadows at Middlesmoor, and they were absolutely astonishing how beautiful they were. The yellow rattle's beautiful, and you know, you walk through the field and you can hear that sound, and that was really special. And lots of little flowers that I'd never seen before, like eyebright. I sort of started doing a bit of botanical drawing, depicting some of those.
A lot of my work has got a very drawn base to it, but through going to West Yorkshire Print Workshop, where I learnt my screen print, I found that there was another process called solar printing. I could then directly use my drawings that I'd made out in the field, expose them to plates, and then print the drawings straight off the plate. So that was an even more sort of immediate form of print making that I could learn. I did an adult 2-day walking workshop where in the first day we went and walked a section of the Nid in Upper Nidderdale, so just down from Scar House Reservoir. It's a mixed group really. I think some people, they were quite happy to sit and sketch outside, whereas others, I think, were very used to the comfort of being sat at a table in a studio, and actually being sat out trying to get comfortable on a rock or whatever was quite a challenge, but I think everybody took to it brilliantly. It was a great 2-day event.
It was a great project to kind of explore something different within the figurative work I've been doing, and something quite surreal. And especially the marble reliefs that I did for the project were quite successful, and I'd like to revisit that area. It's definitely helped me in developing my work and my ideas, yeah. So I do want to carry it on, because I feel like I only just got started with that particular subject. I want to produce larger pieces for this project and you know, pick up where I left off.
This one here, called Meadow Grasses, was actually the first thing that I did when I started the project, and I was going to follow it through, and I think I still will do. What I actually used was this scythe, and This is my granddad's scythe, and I put it on here and made a paper tracing so that actually that's the meadow grasses have been cut in the scoop of that scythe. Put a sample on there and you can focus in. Part of the project I chose to take school children from the valley up into the fields at Middlesmoor. So I worked with St Cuthbert's School, which is in Pateley here, and Loft House, Fountains Earth at Loft House. It was really, really interesting because most of the school children from St Cuthbert's hadn't been on the footpaths up there in the valley. A lot of them hadn't been up to Upper Nidderdale, up to Scar and around that area at all. The boys actually kind of wanted to rough and tumble in the meadows really and run around, and that was lovely. The girls wanted to look through the microscope and were just completely absorbed by the shapes and that they could see.
It's been a privilege to be working with 4 such talented artists who have worked on their own ideas of the Nidderdale landscape. Whether it be the geological structures, or the river, or the reservoirs, or the hay meadows, and they've responded creatively with their own work. And they've introduced the local community who've been working workshops to a much deeper understanding of the place and the environment in which they live.